Should I begin?
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. No matter what time you may be watching, I want you to know you are indeed greatly appreciated. This is the third episode of TraMatic. I'm your host, 1/3 the Fade City Podcast, Long Distance Trey, and a whole bunch of other AKAs as well. You feel me? Appreciate y'all viewing, being here with me again. Today on the third episode, we actually going to mix it up a little bit. And we finally got a guest. This is a guy I've known for a long time. This is the brother, you feel me, that I shout out or post as one of the sponsors of the show every week. Good friend, you know what I'm saying? Faithful supporter of the Fade City Podcast. Great father, you feel me? All of the above, you feel me? Good guy. So, haven't had a chance, you feel me? If you already know, if you wasn't ready, because he said he wasn't ready, I got my man shot. Alright, you feel me? I wanted to bring my brother in because we had a conversation a couple weeks ago, you feel me? And he just kind of was introducing me to his vision. And I know within this conversation, we're not going to be able to really break the whole thing down. And I think it's a plan he really still working on as he trying to implement it at the same time. But with that being said, there's not no thing that's just about like him and his friends and the people he knows. For him, I really feel like this is a thing about the whole community. So with that being said, I kind of wanted to provide an opportunity for him to come and just start sparking the flame, you feel me, so that when things really get in order, we already hit, because it's all about bringing everybody together, you feel me, and really eliminating a lot of separation with us in our community, especially with us as black men, you feel me. So I'm going to pass the mic to him, you feel me, just let him kind of get started. Probably ask you some questions in between, you feel me, if need be. But we definitely hope that when you get finished, you have understanding what the vision is, because it's going to take more than just us two to get it done. My man,
Right.
Chop.
Exactly. Like, perfectly said. My whole vision is just my vision. Not everybody's gonna understand this, but the people that pick up on it is gonna come, and they're gonna want to know more about what I'm trying to do. And I'm glad my brother Trey came to me and gave me this little platform real quick to say this. We are so divided, and it's kind of messed up, because we'll look at each other in a negative way before we'll look at each other in a positive way.
Right.
We won't help our brother before we will help our brother.
Right.
And we all normal. We're all normal people. I work with people with disabilities, and I tell the people I work with, like, they normal because they are. They need to be treated normal. They need to be treated equal. With that being said, I have a disability. My disability is I can't tell people no. I don't like to tell people no. I want to help people and support people any way I can. So that's my disability. So what makes me different from the people I work with?
Right.
You know? All right. My whole goal right now, I'm putting all my strength in. I'm ready to put all my focus in on doing is bringing us together as people. I can't tell everybody like, yo, get on this wave. No, that's not how it works. But what I'm gonna start doing is showing y'all that y'all can see what I'm doing and want to join what I'm doing. And the first thing is what I do for these guys, you know. What I do for y'all. I don't do that just because I want you to shout me out, and I can care less. I did that because when I watched the show, I seen the sign and I said, y'all need a bigger one. So I did that out the kindness of my heart. And that's how we should do things, period.
So let me ask you this, and in knowing you feel me, I kind of already know, you feel me. I mean, a lot of these things are already going to be natural just because of the type of person you are. But what was it that kind of sparked your flame to be like, I need to really take this on another level to really make it beyond me just being who I am, but I think it's time to have a more of an impact on the community.
All right, so as I'm watching y'all podcast, I see another person's podcast, and at first I was interested in just what he was talking about because it was Meg Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez.
Mm-hmm.
But as I started watching this brother, what he was saying was what I would say.
Right.
And what he was saying was kind of like he was talking to me. Like how a preacher would talk in a church and somebody would feel that is the same vibe I got from the person I was watching. And the person I was watching is Ayo Canseco. His podcast is the Big Facts podcast. And got to get familiar.
Okay.
Because this is where all this is coming from. He brought on a brother named Bobby Boumani, and what Bobby Boumani was saying was our ideology. It's hard just to say this word.
Ideology.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Our ideology is what determines our culture. So if with that being said, is me, you, Shells, and another person, we all in this one little community. We all got kids. We all teach these kids one thing and one thing only. When they grow up, they know this is how we supposed to act. When they have kids and stuff, they gonna teach them kids that.
Right.
When they meet people, they gonna put them on. The people that they meet is gonna pass that on, and that's how the culture is. Exactly.
Right.
So, if we want to be seen with any credibility, any type of moral respect, whatever, we don't want to be subhumans. We don't want to be looked at as subhumans. We want to be looked at as humans. We want to have the same rights and stuff.
Right.
If we want to have them same rights, we got to change our culture. We got to change our ideology, how we think, how we teaching these kids, so that when these kids grow up, they can teach the right things instead of the wrong things.
Right.
Reason why I didn't do good in social studies is because I didn't understand the social studies that they was teaching. They was teaching white people social studies. If you'd have told me stuff about Martin Luther King and the real stuff, not
things
the
you could identify with.
Exactly, things I can identify with, then our culture wouldn't be so washed. Our culture would understand where we come from, what we are. We come from royalty.
And I understand that, and I think that, not to say it's not a bad thing that the schools don't teach it as much as they probably should, but
Correct.
I also be feeling like, and this is kind of leading in, I guess, what you're doing, we just gotta take more ownership of finding information ourselves and passing it down. Pretty much what you're saying, you feel me? But I get frustrated with like our people sometimes, and it be like, I know we got natural barriers, but we also not making it no easier on ourselves. You feel me?
Correct. That's true. That's true. But it takes brothers like me and you.
Fair.
We have to be the forefront. In order for this to work, in order for us to work, we have to be the forefront. And like I was saying, it starts with who we are. We have auras and strong auras. Mm-hmm. You have a strong aura when you performing and stuff. This is why, like I said, people gravitate to you on stage. They don't look up to you because you're just a good rapper. No, that's not the reason why.
Right.
The reason why is because you're a good rapper, and the aura that you push out there to the universe, that aura is reflected back in. Everything you push out comes back. So if you push out negative energy, what you think is going to come back? Negative outcome. Right. So you're not pushing out negative energy when you out there rapping. You're pushing out you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You're pushing out you. So this is what we have to start picking up on. We got to start picking up on the auras that surround us. We have to stop looking at each other as individuals and start bringing each other in and start helping each other out, pushing each other in certain ways to get there. And with us being strong men and us being in the forefront, and I think it could. I know it could work. We have to really put the groundwork in, and that's what it comes down to, the groundwork. I have a problem with talking to people.
Mm-hmm.
I can't, like, people can come talk to me. If you come to me and start talking to me, I will tell you and give you my input and engage in conversation.
Right.
But me going up to you, that's the problem. I have to break out of that. That's a disability. That's a sign of anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my anxiety kicks in when I look at another person and I want to go talk to them about something, but I can't. I'm afraid to approach them because 9 out of 10 times people don't take another person approaching them well.
Right.
Why is that? Why can't other races go up to another one and have a whole blown conversation, right, and all that stuff, but we can't?
It's like the natural responses, you feel me? And like our natural responses can be like confrontational at times or aggressive, you feel me? Before you really get an opportunity to even see what the person is trying to talk about or be about. My thing is, if we out here and I stop to like say something to you, I mean, like, it's probably something on my mind. And of course there'd be conversations in life where it's like you might have could have went without it, but when we talking about situations and spaces where people are of like minds and, you feel me, situations, you should be able to walk up to one another, especially again as a people, and have open conversation, because you never know what you can learn from the next person.
I'm glad you said that. Today I learned from this old guy, bro, and I don't mean to call him old, but he was older than me. His name is Aaron, and he was showing me his medallions, and from the outside, I wouldn't even have known that he had these big medallions on. The little I forget what they call. It's like a cross. It got the round at the top. It's for like a female. It symbolizes the female woman. The top part's supposed to be the womb, and the cross.
Circle. Yeah, I think it's called I think.
All right. So he had like 4 of them on, bro, and they was big, like 4 or 5 inches.
Right.
So they wasn't no little pieces, and he was just going on and telling me about how much land he owned and stuff, and I wasn't even gonna engage in this guy, you know, but something was just like, go over there, you know, and I ended up cutting his grass and cleaning him up. He ended up giving me $40, you know. I'm like, dang. I told him like, bro, I wasn't even gonna come over here,
right, but
I'm like, you know, I seen you standing here and I was like, go see what he want. And then when you say you couldn't cut the grass by yourself, what kind of person would I been to be riding on a lawnmower to be like, no?
Right.
You know, it's just simple things like that can get a person through.
Absolutely.
Simple gestures.
So like, if somebody asked you what's the first step, you feel me, what would you say it is? The first simplest step.
The first simplest step is find out if you got partners or people that you deal with. Find out what page they on, and if they on a page that is not like bettering, is trying to better your life or better their life, and not even better your life, better their life. Maybe you can provide help to better their life, and they don't want to take the necessary steps. Then sometimes you got to let it go. You gotta let it go, and you surround yourself with like-minded people, because that's the only way you're gonna grow. If you keep holding on to a person that's not trying to grow, you're not gonna go nowhere.
I agree. Sometimes people can become setbacks just because you gotta keep yourself in a certain space to even make that relationship still make sense.
Exactly.
When the reality is you've outgrown that space.
Exactly. And us as people might take that as being disrespectful, or I don't mess with you, you're not my friend no more. No, that doesn't mean that. That just means the type of activities that you like to deal with, I can't deal with that. I have to go this way.
Right.
That doesn't mean like if you call me, I can't help you. No, I can always help you. I can always, look out for you. If you need something, I can always be there. But sharing the same space and trying to hold on to the energy, because your aura that you bring is gonna fade on my aura and bring my aura to yours. That's just how life works.
Right.
I didn't understand this until my cousin Zay brought me back into the work, into trying to do my own business. I didn't understand that because I was so focused on trying to bring another person up that I was bringing myself down.
Right.
And once I started dealing with him, and he was showing me different things and telling me different things, my mind started changing.
Right.
I realized that it was because I was growing.
Right.
Our life here is, I'm gonna say this and stop because I'm gonna keep going. Our life here is just temporary. We are nothing but energy inside of a being. Our time and this being will come short, and our energy will move. In order for our energy to keep moving, we have to keep growing.
Facts.
That's just simple and plain.
Absolutely.
And then I'll get with you on the rest of the stuff, because I'm gonna need more than 15 minutes.
I got you, bro.
Maybe the Phase City. I'll slide through there on the Phase City.
Take a couple minutes to just talk about, you feel me, the always carry out guns.
Oh, word. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, you feel me? So when I post a banner at the end about always carry out guns, and I talk about being able to get H2Ls, firearm safety, and all that good stuff, this is the brother that I'm saying you reach out to with the information as well.
Word. All right. So is ACOG, like ACOG scope, but the acronym is ACOG. The actual thing is always carrying our guns. And the whole point of me starting, not just me, is 2 other people with me, my cousin Mark and my cousin Derek. But the whole point of us starting the ACOG is because we as a people need to protect ourselves. We have been stripped of our rights to protect ourselves, and we've forgotten that we have rights to protect ourselves. So that's the whole point of me starting it, is to let y'all know that yes, we have the rights to protect ourselves. Let's start protecting ourselves. Get hip with HQL information. Get hip with concealed carry information, because that can protect you out here in these streets and protect you in your house. Like, although we don't have a self-defense law, we do have a law that could protect us in the right circumstances. So get familiar with the laws and get familiar with those circumstances so that you know what circumstances to be in. You know, if you know that this neighborhood is bad and you ain't supposed to be in this neighborhood because people always getting shot or somebody always getting robbed, then don't go to the store in that neighborhood. Go to a different store. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't make you a punk. It makes you smart. It makes you smart. You're not supposed to get a handgun from HQL or whatever and think that you're what's one of them Western guys? John Wayne,
Right.
shooting people up. No, that's not how it works. Because you think you're going to get a self-defense and you're not. Maryland don't have one. So get familiar with the laws.
Again, you feel me? Follow the brother for more information on that.
Word.
Appreciate you coming through, my nigga. Appreciate you stepping out. You know what I'm saying?
Always.
It's gonna be more to come as far as this whole topic. And I hope again that a part of the TraMatic series or whatever it is, you feel me, it continues to be information, conversations that will help you be better to the world.
Enlightenment.
So the world can be better than you. Outside of that, you already know how to close the show. We have what it takes to make it through today, which means we can make it to tomorrow. Tomorrow will always turn to today. Therefore, there's no telling how far we can go. Today we rich. Whoa.
Whoa. Let's get it.